What's up, guys? So, episode 2 of Embrace the Awkward series, where we're going to break down the word awkward, but it's something that we want to break down as a whole. So, if you haven't seen it yet, we did episode 1 on embrace. So, if you haven't seen it, I want you to pause this right now and go and watch that first. Now, hopefully you did go and see that. If you haven't, again, go and watch episode 1 of Embrace. So today we want to get into the awkward. So we talked about embracing and why we use embrace and how we get embraced by God's love. We get embraced by the people around us. And I hope that embrace is a good, comforting embrace. The embrace of a hug from a dad or a mom, or even a cousin you haven't seen in a while, or a friend that moved out of state. And we want to get to the awkward. Why we used awkward? Well, you're in middle school, so a lot of things are awkward. And I would say that it doesn't get less awkward as you get older, but you get better at tolerating or get better at embracing the awkward. So awkward can be different things. That sometimes we feel awkward as a person, maybe something that we do, but we're also sometimes put into awkward situations. But the thing that I really want to hit on, the thing that I really want to embrace within this conversation is that most of the time when we feel awkward, the other person is also feeling awkward. So one way that we've tried to combat that within MSM is that if you have an awkward situation, if you're feeling awkward, speak into that awkwardness. Speak into it. It's very simple. Just starting a conversation with, hey, is this kind of awkward with like this? Like what's happening? Eases the tension because most of the time, the other person feels awkward as well. And sometimes we feel like we're the awkward one, but the isolation within that, it feels like I'm the only one that feels this. I'm the only awkward one. But you're not alone. There's so many people that feel awkward in the same situation. So when we talk about awkwardness, we talk about embracing that and embrace it in conversations. Understand that you're not meant to be normal. From a Christian, from a Jesus follower standpoint, we're taught to be set apart. We're taught that we're not normal. We have the love of Christ and that we can be different and we are made differently and uniquely. Understand that there's not one normal. There's a bunch of different. There's a bunch of variations of people. So it seems simple, but we put it on a shirt. And again, I love these shirts because, again, it talks about our awkward situations. And maybe you feel awkward right now. And if you feel awkward right now, great. Embrace it. Live in that awkwardness because you're not supposed to be normal. Because most of us, if you haven't already, won't feel normal. We'll feel different in different situations. We'll feel different in different places and where we are in life and what we are doing. But that doesn't mean that you are wrong. It just means you're unique. And God will meet you where you are. And God will love you in it. And I pray that the people around you will love you in it as well. We read about John the Baptist, and I'm referencing John 1, and how John references John the Baptist. He talks about John the Baptist, and John the Baptist was an odd character. And he lived out in the wilderness, and he ate locusts, and he wore camel skin, and he was just really, really odd. but God used him in a major, major way. And I bet he was super awkward. I truly do. I think that John the Baptist was super awkward. And he was awkward because people didn't understand what he was doing. John 1 verse 23 says, John replied in the words of the prophet Isaiah, I am a voice shouting in the wilderness, clear the way for the Lord's coming. These people thought that John the Baptist was the Messiah, but he never said once that he was the Messiah, that he was here to clear the way for the Lord to come. Now, maybe in your life, you're not going to be the next John the Baptist, but understand that God uses all sorts of people. Whether you are, quote unquote, put together by society norms, or if you're awkward by society norms. Just know that you are loved, you are cared for, and you are embraced in God's love. Remember, embrace the awkward. Episode 3 will come out tomorrow, and it'll be over who we are in Christ while we're embracing this awkward. See you guys.